about it, that company, Activision, EA, what have you, just made 6,000 off of this person. And how many people play that game? Probably a few million. Well, if you have even 100 people do that, that's fucking $600,000 in that year from that one game. And that's not including any DLC. That's not including the actual price of the game. You see the point?
I understand.
It's greedy.
And like, it is greedy. I'm not saying it's not greedy, but I'm saying it's like it's not a form of gambling. I mean, if you buy like a case, if you buy like Hearthstone packs of cards, I see that as gambling. If you buy like a case in Overwatch, I see that as gambling. But if you go into Fortnite and buy a specific skin, I don't see that as gambling.
But here's the problem with that. Those cards, you need to play the game or need to have collection. Like, you don't need to spend money on a skin. You don't need to spend money on this or that because you already bought the game. If you already bought the game, you shouldn't have to buy anything else in the game. You see what I'm getting at? So even if it's not gambling, you shouldn't need to have to buy things to have what you want in the game you already bought with money.
Okay.
What the fuck did you do there?
I got second. But what I was gonna say was depending on the company, definitely. But I think that a lot of these microtransaction things aren't such a bad thing because it's not about like, it's kind of like the games cost so much to make nowadays, and normal like game sales normally isn't. Can I not get stuck on the wall? They're normally not enough to like fund the next game. Since it takes so long and so much money to just keep making stuff, I feel like the microtransactions aren't such a bad thing because they're funding future games that they can make, and more money means that they can theoretically make it better.
You know what? At that point, just up the cost of the game. I don't want to pay $60 in the promise that that's only gonna the only price that I'm gonna pay, just to find out I'm probably gonna end up paying like $150 for the game. Just make the game $150. Fuck it.
You guys essentially remember how like microtransactions really came into being because game companies would release, like indie game companies would release a free game that they needed money for, and they would have microtransactions in the game, and the AAA companies took that and were like, we can make so much fucking money off that. So it started with like the best of intentions. It was like, we don't have enough money to keep the servers on for this game. This game is free. Buy some shit in the microtransactions so we can help you out, you know?
Yeah.
Like buy the beta pack. But like that even got abused too, with people just really like not even finishing a game. Like look at Golf with Friends, it's still an alpha. We played that game like years ago. I mean, it's fun, but it's still an alpha.
Yeah. Well, think about this for a moment. You know, the road to hell is paved with good intentions, meaning it doesn't matter how pure the intention is for something.
You're not the sum of your intentions, you're the sum of your actions.
Wait, what?
You're not the sum of your intentions, you're the sum of your actions. I think that's what that's like a phrase.
No. What that means is no matter how good your intention is, either people will abuse that and it'll look bad, or people are going to despise what you're doing even if it has the best intentions, and they'll damn you. It's one or the other. So for example, say I hold the door open for you. There's one of three things that are going to happen right there. You're either going to say thank you, you're going to get mad because I held the door open for you because you're an independent person, even though my intentions were good, or you're going to use that to your advantage and then ask me if I have $5 that you could borrow because maybe I'm a good guy, I held the door open for you.
There is a fourth option in which you go through the door and don't say thank you, and then you make the other person mad, because that happens to me all the time.
But again, your intentions were good to start with, and then you got mad, and then who knows what will happen after that. Either you'll just let it go and just be mad about it, or you'll yell at them for not saying thank you or not acknowledging the fact you did something nice for them, because that's how humans are. We like to see our actions be thanked and appreciated. But anyways, so in 3 of those 4 options, you're technically being damned in some way. Like, the good intentions are the road to hell.
That's if you take a look. That's if you take it like from a good and bad perspective. Like you're looking at it very black and white, but there's a lot of gray area that you're kind of like not including in that.
I don't see the gray area in holding a door open for someone.
No, I'm not saying not holding the door open for somebody is it's just an example. There's no action in the world is good or bad. It's not that black and white. Like overall, you can't say that like anything that you do is good or bad. Like there's no evil or bad in the world. It's black. It's not that black and white. It's gray.
It's
like
all
it's
about
morally a gray area.
That's the
exactly.
thing.
That's why there is no good and there's no good and evil, because it's all about perspective, and it's all about like the area that you were raised in and how you were brought up. Like, there's no such, like, the concept of good and evil are like something that we push, but that's not really how it is.
Now, see, what you're doing is what I always used to do, and you can't do that anymore because you got to understand that that's how you see the world and that's how you are. That's great. However, you have to start thinking how other people are thinking, only because those people will either take advantage of you or just completely disregard you.
A big problem I've come into in my adult life, and like people say this to me all the time. They're like, or Erica says this to me all the time. She's like, I see everything from like every single perspective. So she'll like bring like like something that happened to her for me at work, and I'm like, oh, well, that guy's probably not a douchebag. He probably like had a bad childhood, you know. Like, and she'll be like, dude, can you just like let me win this one, like, you know?
Yeah.
It's like it's hard to see it from every single. It's like I see everything from every perspective, like always. Like I've never. It's not on guard is the wrong word, but I'm always like, this person could be doing this to do this. You know, I see like. Not intentions, but like the possibilities. You know, like
I get
like
what you're
to
saying
see
because
everything
I'm
from every perspective.
I'm the same exact way because I'm the kind of person that can sit down and say, well, you know what, Napoleon wasn't a terrible. Like Napoleon had a specific view, and that's what he wanted to have happen. Even though a lot of people viewed him as a devil and an evil man, he technically wasn't evil. He was evil from a certain point of view. I mean, it's the same.
Yeah, everybody that wins in history is good.
Exactly. It's like the same with Caesar. The same with Hannibal. Everyone who is depicted as an evil person in history was technically not evil in their mind and in the minds of other people. What they did could be morally suggestive, but you can at least see where they were coming from. You can at least see why they did it. And that's exactly what I do. The only difference is I do not talk to people that way anymore because it has done nothing but screw me. So what I do is I pander to the moron in people because everyone sees things from one perspective. So when I talk to someone who's an extreme, like, it's hard for me to describe, but I know how to limit what I say, and I make things black and white because that's how 90% of our population sees things, is black and white.
But so you're saying that you would gladly not be better than everybody else?
Oh no, not to them, but to myself I will be. So for example, if you sat there, no, maybe not you because you're more like I am, but like say someone came up to me and was like, this son of a bitch, he decided to do this and this and this. I'm like, okay. I'll be like, man, he sounds like a dick. Yeah, he is. And then I'll play to like how they feel, because you know what? If I try to say, oh, he wasn't a dick, then I'm the dick now to them. You see what I mean? Now I'm a bad guy in their eyes. So I'd rather just keep the peace and allow everything to be black and white around me, but yet I know that things are an array of colors. You know what I mean? So when I explain a lot of things that sound black and white to you, trust me, they're meant to sound that way because I'm tired of arguing with people about the entire rainbow.
Well, I think that it's hard to, I think that like conceptually we have like a different opinion on like people overall, right? Because in my opinion, we're all in this together, low-key, but I mean, like, I'm like cynical, but I believe we're all in this, like, together, you know, like, everybody's my brother and sister. I don't believe that you have, like, the exact same concept in the world.
You know, see, that's what I explained to you the other day whenever I wanted to make everything about moving forward in life and just, you know, like, let's all keep moving forward. There's no type of pay anymore, and you know what? I came up with a good, what's it called?
Let's not get political.
No, you had an argument to me stating that in capitalism, what gives people the drive is the ability to move forward and get better pay. However, most bosses and jobs cut you off at a certain point, and people can work years and years without ever seeing a raise because they screwed up one time. So where's the incentive there?
I didn't say that capitalism was fair. I never said that, like, it's a fair system. The world's not fair. Nothing's fair.
There's almost no incentive to do anything in any kind of system, in all honesty. That's why games are shit anymore, because there's no incentive for them to come out really great, because, like, even great games get fucking
It's all full circle. We came full circle. Alright, Chaos 6. What's up, Matt? How's it going?
Yeah, I've just been sitting here, not playing the game, playing the game occasionally, you know. Games playing me, as how I always call these games. You might have noticed that I
Froggy.
did nothing in Sky Chase Act 2 like I did the first time, and then the Sky Deck, the third section, I just kind of skipped everything. That normally takes like 5 minutes longer to do.
Now I have 6 of the Chaos Emeralds.
Nice.
There's only one
Holy
It was
fuck,
like-
we've been
I don't even
recording for,
remember
like,
this
2
fight.
hours.
Even found
It was an hour and a half.
Holy shit.
missing tail.
Really?
Hour and a half,
You
yeah.
won't get away with this, you madman.
You won't get away with this,
I
man.
will. You're no match for Chaos, even though he's not perfected yet. Okay, Chaos.
The funny thing is,
Destroy them all immediately.
Eggman's talking about how Chaos isn't perfected yet, but literally 2 feet away is the Tornado 2, and it has the last Chaos Emerald in it. Like literally in front of Sonic right now. I almost called him Austin.
Right in front of Austin.
Oh yeah, it's like on his
It's on his plane. That's what was giving it its power.
I don't even remember this boss fight.
I do, but very, very vaguely.
I think this is a boss fight that I probably had my older brother play for me.
No way. I can't believe this.
Or maybe Matt. I do not remember this fight at all.
Cockballs.
Haha. Just
Please. Chaos.
really had the voice actor for Eggman for one line.
It's just, haha.
Please. He wouldn't.
Aha.
He's going on this dumb. He just wouldn't take any hits. I couldn't do it.
Oh,
Rad.
hello. That
I
looks
like this
similar
music a
to the
lot.
one thing in Ocarina of Time in Jobu Jobu's belly. Or Jabu Jabu.
Baronade, I think its name is
Something.
the boss. How did that one count?
No way.
See it,
Who
idiot.
knows?
Believe this.
Hey, I'll play with you some
You
other
could probably
time.
cut out most of the audio we just talked about, Austin.
Yeah. Is it not relevant? Can we talk about that? Like, can we add that? Well,
if you want to. I mean,
we didn't really cross a line. We didn't get heated either.
No,
No.
it was a discussion. That's
Yeah.
that's what I like doing. I like discussing things. I hate
whatever
fucking
you
arguing.
feel like you don't feel like having in the video,
Sonic.
I'll leave up to your full discretion.
Okay.
Hey there, Knuckles.
Right on. So
Basically,
drop
cut out
unisons.
whatever you want
Lost
to,
or something.
include whatever like audio you want to. You can add stuff to it.
When do you want the first episode of this? Give me a deadline.
Well, we still have a lot of Lego Star Wars to do, so
I mean,
you've got plenty of time. We're
since
just kind of mass
Austin-
recording this to have this available.
I mean, since Austin's gonna be editing this, quite honestly, I think it should just like, we could do it and then just we can upload it as well. Like,
Yeah,
reason-
I was talking
I
before
hate
how
Eggman.
with Lego Star Wars,
Where's
with not me
this?
having to like edit a shit ton with Gauntlet anymore. That could probably do like 2 videos a week now.
Do you guys have like an intro or something that you like?
No,
I guess I should.
I mean, it's just usually me saying,
Yeah.
"Hey."
I usually like do a fade in as Ronnie's saying, "What's up, gamers?"
Heard.
You could pretty much do it however you want. Like,
We
I don't know,
This
I'll
is like a
fuck
bare
around.
minimum for like. We don't really have any style for this yet. We're just kind of like going through this and developing as we go on.
That light.
I was really salty because like I really wish that those World of War clips had my audio in it because I was gonna do like a highlight reel because there's like 2 hours of footage of just Ronnie talking to himself.
That's kind of how Lego Star Wars is, honestly. Because I
just
forgot.
maniacal laughing.
So I didn't and I learned that mistake with this one, and I have made sure, but I hadn't put each of the audio tracks on separate audio tracks. So that means all 3 audio tracks for Lego Star Wars has every single audio on it. So 3 separate audio tracks that has Ronnie's audio, game audio, and my audio. And my audio is the quietest because it just gets drowned out by how loud Lego Star Wars is and just Ronnie's normal voice. Also,
Don't try
yeah,
to be nice.
like
Loud
you're saying, Lost World is probably one of my favorite stages. I just love the aesthetic of it. Like, it by far is like one of the best. And again, it's like the last 2 stages. Because Final Egg is also really cool. And that's after this one, I think.
Wait, you almost done with
Please.
this game?
Oh,
I'm almost done with Sonic Story.
Yeah, you have to play through all the characters to beat the game, low-key. But I mean, like,
Well, to
I don't
unlock
know.
the final story. I mean, at least they're different gameplays and different versions of the stage, kind of.
So you don't fight Chaos 7 until you beat all the characters, right?
Yes.
Thought so. Yeah, dude, this it's just like this is an amazing stage.
My God. What the fuck?
Stuff like this makes me nervous because Sonic games clearly weren't made to move like this.
No, absolutely not.
Well, again, we keep shitting on it, but like this was basically their first attempt at something like this, so we can't fault them too hard on it. But it is still fun to just take the piss out of it, I think.
It's cool. It has good moments. It's just not a very. It's not like the strongest title in the Sonic.
Franchise, please.
Yeah.
Remember how I said about camera? Oh, I missed my stop because I couldn't see. Please, end me, Mr. Bones. I went off your wild ride.
Big camera angles.
I don't even think this is the right spot. It's definitely not. Because there's this... Alright, I need to, like, to regain my bearings here because I got a little nauseous trying to move around. Fine. Oh my god. Okay. Oh. The camera just kept resetting on me, man.
Woo!
I'm really surprised you didn't get hit there.
Huh? I
Didn't get-
was waiting for someone to mention that, honestly, because it looked spooky, but I knew I wouldn't have gotten hit.
That's shaking so bad.
Please. This is where some stuff gets better and somehow some stuff gets way worse. And I don't understand.
Neck.
That snake is so buggy. I don't think I've ever realized how like. Oh.
Get me off of this.
That was definitely a wall there.
Also, like, it kind of looks weird because, like, I always thought that was like poison gas, but it's just trees. Like,
Yes.
we're high up in the mountain. But it always reminded me of like the Sky Dominion on the Gauntlet every time I saw it.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see it.
What the fuck?
I think maybe in like a couple of months or something, later this year, or like sometime next year, maybe. I kind of want to do like a 3-player Gauntlet thing, just to do it.
I would do that.
Which
Which gauntlet?
Dark Legacy.
No.
No.
Not the same sort of like thing that me and Ronnie did for Gauntlet. But I do
Please,
wanna-
no, not
please.
on this. Not that.
I don't want to like include all of like optional stuff or anything. Well, maybe because I kind of want to see what the coin stages look like with 3 people. But I just
You could fuck them up.
I just want to have like the it because we didn't have it on our game because it's 3 or more players requires the appearance of it. And then
So, would you guys 100% the game or something? Besides,
well, we just did a bunch of extra shit. Like we explored the stages
the
as
rune
thoroughly
stones?
as we could. You need to do the rune stones to finish the game.
oh yeah.
Like we completed the game. I showed off all the coin stages. I also showed off the hint parchments because I've never really
if I've
read
ever
through
beaten that
those.
game.
What the fuck?
So this boulder moves on rubber band AI. So if I just moved slow and just walked forward, it would never hit me. But there's a thing where I think if you hit this checkpoint and go backwards, it goes so fast that it just fucking zooms straight through and basically kills you in one hit. It hits you so hard you get knocked back or something. I don't remember what I read, but it's interesting. The other thing that we did for Gauntlet was like we were tracking how many times we got hit by traps and explosive barrels, but I probably wouldn't do that for 3 people. That feels like it would take way too much.
Yeah.
Especially with Ronnie just not giving a shit if you hit it sometimes.
I would purposely hit them.
do like a Mario Party 64 or Mario Party 3. That's what I mean. You were playing that with Plasma and kicked our ass.
That was Brody, not Plasma.
Was it? No,
Yeah.
Plasma. Oh, you're right.
It was Yumi, Robin, Brody. And like we
You're
weren't
right.
expecting Brody to just come out of fucking nowhere and be like the goddamn Mario Party king.
He stomped us. Like he stomped
And like
us.
we didn't even notice that he stomped us. It was just like the game finished and I was like, I feel confident that I won that, and then suddenly it was just like, this dickhead. I'm like, what? I was like, holy shit, I didn't even notice this entire time. I just kind of stopped paying attention to him.
He snuck up on us. He was very quiet. Very quiet about it.
This side wasn't rendering, so I could not tell that this is where I needed to go. I was so confused. Thanks, man.
That sound is so fucking satisfying.
Yes.
And that last 3 seconds is so jarring because like there's a wall, you stop, lose all of your momentum, you're on the other side of the wall, and then the stage just ends.
Yeah, could have just ended it right there.
Yeah, not bad.
Or just not have the door, and you go into the fucking this room here and be done with it. Why was there a spin dash noise?
I don't know.
I'm skipping the fucking cutscenes. I don't want to be here for 6 hours.
I don't. I think we should have bullet points of what to talk about whenever we're playing these games too.
That's fair. But
Yeah.
I don't think that I
topics.
can be able to
What
think
was
of that.
that all about?
Things
Sounds
about,
like
you know,
I'm
just talk about
dreaming
things
here.
about the game, talk about what's going on.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Let's talk about the coronavirus.
I can definitely talk
No.
about past,
No, I'm just joking.
but I can definitely like talk on and on about the games that we're playing. But pulling random topics out of my ass is not a thing that I'm capable of doing.
That's
while
why I say
focusing on
we,
the game.
you know, think about it, and bullet point them.
Yeah, I mean, I also with like, what's it called? I don't know. I just don't like reading script like that.
Oh, it wouldn't be script. It would be,
Well, yeah, but I mean like scripted bullet points.
It looks
I like that
natural
this puzzle is
conversation.
just like left to right. Yeah, I just like natural conversation. We just kind of lead that way. I mean, if you guys want to like have something and start conversations like that, I could probably just bounce some natural conversation off of it since I don't really know what's going on.
that's fine. When I meant bullet points, I just meant about talking about the game, like I'll do
I mean,
research.
I've played this game.
I mean,
like actual research,
we
not just random
re-
fucking Wikipedia fucking lookups right as we're playing it. That's what I did to find out the dates.
Which is
That's-
solid.
this is
There's
sufficient.
not really that much that we had to. This is all that we really have to talk about in the game. I love it. It's garbage.
I mean, you
And
guys
then-
didn't know anything about the
Well-
Dreamcast version of the game, and when I was telling you about
I
that,
knew a lot
you
about the
kinda
Dreamcast stuff.
learned something new. What did you just say about the Dreamcast, motherfucker?
I said I knew a bunch about the Dreamcast stuff.
No. Austin didn't sound like he did.
No, I didn't. I don't know.
I remember
Oh,
Austin
like
talking about the Dreamcast all the time as if he was like a fucking Dreamcast purist, and I don't even think he
I had
ever
a-
had one.
I had a Dreamcast for like a month.
I want to know what happened to ours. I think my dad sold it a long time ago. hope he
I
did.
know that my dad sold my Dreamcast. You know, it was a I had it for like a month. It was like so long. I don't even remember what I even played. I think it was like I couldn't even remember. It was some stupid fucking game.
Please. Fun fact, this section is actually just an auto-scroller. I'm holding forward. Well, scripted, not an auto-scroller, I should say.
Final A. Level 2 isolation walls open.
This is the final stage, by the way. Next is Egg Viper, and then Sonic Story is done.
Damn.
Do you want to call it at the end of the Sonic story?
I mean, if you want to take a break, then yeah, we can. And you can just edit out what you said.
No, I mean, nah. I don't want to have to worry about it.
I could
Now I have
buy-
to edit this whole conversation out though.
I could buy a new, maybe not a new, but a Sega Dreamcast from fucking GameStop for $65.
Don't support GameStop.
What?
No, don't support GameStop.
No, I was just stating that you could actually buy one. Includes one
So
controller,
fun.
power cable, and audio visual cable.
So fun
That has to be
fact,
the
you
weirdest
can actually
elevator in the world.
You can actually jump down the elevator shaft, and it's not an insta-kill. It actually transitions you to this area where you just free fall and you can land on the platform without having to wait.
Why didn't you just do that?
Because I don't know what angle I'm falling from.
Oh.
I just know that you can do it from watching speedruns. I wish that some of the speedruns that I'd see would play like 100%, not just speedrun single stories.
I think you're looking for speed 100% categories.
Well, I know, but those are stuff that come to like GDQ and shit. I kind of wish they had like some 100% of it, or at least full story instead of single story.
So I'm sending you both a picture of the little like game console type thing that you can plug into the game. What's it called? Dreamcast. Like it actually had an A/B button, a directional pad, a sleep, and a mode button.
Where are you setting it on?
Discord.
I assume. Discord. I can't see.
Oh.
Where am I? I don't think I'm supposed to be up here. No, I 100% am not. What are those spikes on the side of that? I need to get hit. If I have a magnet shield, I'm going to...
Wait, is this the last one for Sonic?
Yeah. I need to get hit.
I think I can.
If I have the... Please.
Oh, okay.
If I have a magnet shield going into the last room, I actually legitimately can't beat the stage.
Like Austin, if you want to find a picture of that whenever we're talking about it, and put it on
yeah, I'll just like
screen.
slap that shit up.
I'm almost positive, like I said, you could play like little mini games and shit with your Chow on there, and to help like level them or get coins or some shit. I can't remember what Chows do. Honestly, it's been so long.
Hey, let go!
Race. There's Chow races. That's it. And in
That's-
2, there's Chow karate. Please! I didn't want to use the attack. Why does everything have to be bound to one button? That's one complaint I have about Adventure 2 as well. Sonic Story is so fucking garbage.
Yes!
Or not Sonic Story, but Sonic Stages, because every fucking action command he has is on the B button. You want to light speed dash? You might accidentally fucking just roll. You want to use the light speed dash in midair? Hope you're close enough to the ring so you don't fucking bounce ball into the fucking
Yeah,
endless
not bad.
abyss.
Yeah. So wait, that's it for this?
Nope, there's one more.
Well,
The Egg Viper.
I don't think that nature is gonna wait any longer. She's barging through the door right now.
What the fuck?
He
Hello?
has to take a shit. And this could be fast, it could not be fast. I don't know.
Get a load of this! Get a load of this! See if you
Yep, nope,
See
I
if
can't
you
hold it
can-
anymore.
Ah!
Finish the video without me.
get a load of this!
Just end your recording.
Get a load of this! Get a load of this!
I genuinely do not like this boss because it just so much can go wrong with it and it takes so long to do.
See if
It
you
seems
can
like-
make it through
yeah.
here, Sonic. Ah!
It's like Loki, or the Golem is like Loki reminiscent of this.
A little bit, yeah.
Get a load of this!
Except you can actually hit the golem whenever you want to, as long as you do it right.
See if you can make it through here.
Everything about Adventure 2 I love more than this game. Like, this game has its charms, but oh my god, I would always
Get a load
tell
of
this game to go
this.
fuck itself over the second.
Get a load of this.
Please.
Oh yeah,
Get a load
absolutely.
of this.
It's just
Adventure 2 just
so
has like,
clunky.
yeah, they ironed out like everything in Adventure 2.
Like even the animations are really good.
It's no use. Give up.
Yeah.
And this one, it's like I don't know
See
what
if
the
you
fuck
can make
it
it
is.
through here.
It's like mimes.
Ah,
Like every animation starts like 5 seconds early, and it's like
get a load
it's
of
not.
this.
I wouldn't call it like lazy or bad or anything. It's just it's early. It's new. It's new technology, so it's
It's
something
no
they had to
use.
get used
Give
to,
up.
and they
Yeah.
did.
Ah,
This is my first
all
project.
systems full power.
No.
No way. I can't believe. Ah,
And this is where it gets scary.
Yep.
ah, he's not gonna get away with this. It's no use. Give up. No way.
Didn't really
I
get
can't believe
that
this.
scary.
Well, he has a, and I think Takal comes in and says it.
Watch out! He's up to something.
Oh.
Yeah. that can be very unpredictable sometimes, and it does home in on you a little bit.
Hey, I'll play with you some
So
other
it's
time.
very possible that he could have just decided to hit my platform, and I wouldn't have been able to jump in time to save myself.
I did forget about that.
Ugh. Well, that's Sonic's story. Just under 2 hours. Oh god. Ugh. I was memeing about saying big next, but I'm probably just gonna go in order. So Tails' story will be next time we record. I think we'll be done for
Bye.
now.
Yeah.
We'll have Ronnie slap on a recording of him saying see ya whenever he gets back, and then that's it.
Yeah, that works.
Just have him outro it. But that'll be the end of the video for the recording, so we'll give it like 10-20 seconds.
Alright, I'm gonna stop recording.
Yeah, that's fine.